Hey, Jimmy Beach here with Alien Skin Software. This video is part of our series on Exposure's organizing features. In it, I'll show you how to copy photos from a camera card. Because Exposure does not use a catalog, image copying doesn't require a lengthy import step. Instead, it's a fast, streamlined process that enables you to copy your photos, apply metadata, and rename them in a single step. And if you already have your photos on your system, you can use Exposure to simply navigate to them and begin working, without the need to import them. I'll start with Exposure launched. Next, I'll insert two SD camera cards that have photos from a recent shoot. Exposure detects that the cards were inserted and offers to start the copy process. Here in the copy dialog, there are three sections. Let's look through them in order. The first step is to select your source. Exposure has automatically selected both SD cards that I inserted, which is what I want. You can also select from a quick list of shortcuts, including the sources you've copied from previously. One of my cards appears here because I've copied from it before. You can also drag and drop any folders from Finder or Explorer to add them as a source location. You can select multiple locations in the source tree, including subfolders, by pressing the Command key in Mac or the Control key in Windows. Note the Delete After Copying option, which deletes the images from your source location or locations after they are copied to your destination location. I'll leave this unselected. Now that I have both my camera cards selected, let's move on to step 2, reviewing images and selecting the ones to copy. I'll select only new files so that I don't see images on either card from previous shoots that I've already copied to my computer. Next, I'll close the source and destination panels by clicking the triangles. This expands the review grid of images so I can view it full size. You can also use the keyboard shortcuts Command and Shift and left or right arrow. All of the images from my source locations are already selected by default. You can copy all of them and do your editing and organizing once they're in your computer, or, if you prefer, you can choose the ones to copy right here in the grid. I'll do that, as selecting them at this stage saves disk space and time, since I won't be copying the photos I know I won't use. I'll uncheck them all and then use Exposure's keyboard shortcuts to speed up the selection process by holding down the Shift key to select a contiguous group of photos across multiple rows or columns and pressing the spacebar to check them. Once I have selected all the images I want to copy from the first card, I'll close the visual preview for that source location and select the images I want to copy from the second card. Hovering my mouse over an image displays detailed information on the image, including file, camera, and lens info. Exposure enables you to toggle between viewing images in grid mode and in single image mode. This is handy if you want to compare two similar images more closely to determine which one to copy, or if you just like to review your shoot, one larger image at a time, to determine which ones to copy. When in single view mode, you can zoom and pan your image as needed. Now that I've selected all the images I want to copy, I'll move on to step 3, selecting my destination, renaming my files, and applying different types of metadata. I'll select the right side triangle to expand the Destination and Options panel. Selecting Standard Location as the destination option provides me with a list of 5 common locations. I'll use the default location of my Pictures folder. Within my Pictures folder, I'll create a custom subfolder using the Ask option and Capture Time to name the subfolder. The Ask option causes Exposure to prompt me for my custom text when I begin the file copy, which I'll demonstrate soon when I begin the copy process. Using this option helps streamline working with any naming presets that you save, since you don't have to rename your custom text each time you apply the preset. I'll click the gear icon to save this destination as a destination preset to speed up future photocopy operations. I'll also make backup copies to an external hard drive. This creates pristine backups of your images exactly as they came off the card without any other processing. With these backups, you'll always be able to recover the images in their original state. I'm going to use my original file names for the copy, but Exposure enables me to customize the naming as I did with my destination subfolder. The final stage of my image copy is applying metadata to the images. This is a great way to get organized right at the copy stage, and even to apply Exposure's creative presets. I'll apply a metadata preset that I've already created to fill out my personal info. In the caption field, I'll apply a caption that describes the shoot. I'll also apply several keywords and add my images to collections. I can apply existing keywords and collections already in my library and add the new ones as well. I'll demonstrate both. Exposure also enables you to apply one or more of its creative presets to images during the copy stage. When you add multiple presets, each is added as a virtual copy. I'll apply the gold preset in the bright folder to my images. Exposure helpfully points out the total number of source files, files to be copied, and files to be deleted, in case you want a quick sanity check of what you're about to copy and possibly delete. Now I'm ready to copy. Clicking OK starts the copy process. The ask prompt that I set for my destination subfolder is now prompting me to name my folder. I'll enter the client's name. Right after the first image is copied, I can begin organizing and performing my creative edits. This type of intuitive, robust way to copy your photos is just one of the powerful organizing tools in Exposure. If you haven't used Exposure before, visit our website for a free 30-day trial.